Haven't seen much of him yet. So, oh dear. So he got the break right with respect to the one ball control. But as you can see, he's got the cue ball gone. I didn't see if it was kicked or if he drew it straight in, but either way, that's an unfortunate start. Ball in hand to let Naoyuki get into flow early on. It's just what you need to get going. First few racks always so important. Yeah, it's definitely a choice. You're right, guys. It's a choice they make where they feel they can do the best for themselves. And he's played safety here. Is he going to get in behind them? Oh, look at this. Oh.
Well, that is an absolutely lovely, lovely safety shot.
Okay, looking a bit perplexed with that.
That's what he's thinking.
Yeah. A lot of players probably would have gone for the bank on that, back up in the corner. Yeah, this is tricky when you're queuing straight into the rail. It's a feeling shot, and he's been lucky, fortunate.
Yeah. Maybe in the back of his mind, maybe he would have known if he misses it on the right hand side, there's a chance of a 4-rail hit. Maybe.
Yeah, and even if he didn't think about it, it would have been instinctive to some degree. You know, playing that shot so many times, he just knows this way I'm more likely to come out with a contact. And he put a lot of juice on it, so if it did contact, it's going to get the rail after. And it's come out pretty well. Ooh, it wasn't easy queuing, but yeah, from what I've seen of Anton play, he was going to knock those in most times. So he's definitely feeling the heat.
Been a shaky start for Raga. Was expecting a little bit more. And it's all Naoyuki Oi at the minute. He wins the opening 3 racks here in the final quarter-final.
All these guys have different backers in the Philippines, different camps, so they may not all be quite so well connected to get, to playing together as you might imagine. Sometimes there's well, not sometimes, there is definitely quite often a lot of rivalry between some of the players over there. And as we see, that's gone wrong. I'm not sure if he wanted it to hold up for a cut or if he wanted to come round and play it in the middle pocket, because he's right in between those two shots. So I don't think we'll ever know. I think he's only left himself with an extremely fine cut or a bank shot or a safety. It looks like he's going for the bank shot. Ow, straight in the middle and perfect position.
Well, this rack has been far from pretty, but it's all about the scoreline.
Oh.
And the first rack is off the board for Raga.
From these big tournaments, those rules, so it's not to distract the other player having to move his opponent's chalk around. Less likely to bump it on the table and have a foul, which we've seen earlier this week, of course. Naoyuki playing really fast stuff here. He's looking to stamp his authority on this.
Naoyuki Oi is playing some really good pool.
But the cue ball, because of the right spin, will straighten out after it hits the first rail, meaning that he might not go high enough and get hooked behind the 3. So that's where he needs really to hit the cushion where the middle pocket is to get across for the 2. So it'll be interesting to see what he does here. And that's what's caused him to miss, you see. He didn't come high enough, close to the middle pocket. He would have been hooked behind the 3. And in all that worry, he's gone and missed the 1, which is pretty much over the pocket. But of course, putting that massive amount of right-hand spin causes a deflection, and it's easy to misjudge the fine cut on the 1 ball. So we might see a shot similar to what Carlo did in his match yesterday when he did a monster draw all the way back up the table. Not so easy to do on oh no, it's like he's going top with spin here. So something else. Oh, no, oh, he did draw it. Oh, he's a great shot. Oh, I think he needs a jump cue now.
Wow, that is a little bit unfortunate. Was never quite sure. I think he drew the cue ball into the rail, didn't he? Then
Yeah,
pulled back.
I didn't fancy that because of the middle pocket, but he negotiated it very well. And yeah, I agree. It's, to get that kind of a kiss off the 5, I think it is, yeah, then relatively routine jump though, and all he needs to do is stop it, right?
Yep. So can Raga make a game of this? It's not going to be easy. 7-1 down.
Just coming 2 rails and float up into the middle of the table. He's gone behind it. Okay. My bad. It's gone. Ooh. Yeah, you misjudged that then. So I think he'll be needing to do another 3 railer. And this shot could get near to the left middle pocket, unless he decides to draw it straight up and down. I think he is going 3 rails, so watch out middle pocket. And because of that, he's missed.
What a huge moment in this match for Raga. He had it all there. That was his big chance. He had the break in the next rack. A break and run could have made it 7-6. Now, after that poor mistake with 3 balls left, he's looking at an 8-4 deficit. Incredible moment there. Incredible scenes here in our final final match of the day. Oi somehow wins that rack. He's back to 4 in front. It's 8-4. So I wouldn't advise having a drink of alcohol, because you're not going to drink every day, are you, when you practice? But saying that, that used to coffee now. Maybe I'd need a coffee.
Yeah, that's because a couple of players said, you know, it's not a good thing to do, because getting that kind of, you want to be relaxed, and so tweaking yourself up and making yourself is actually a disadvantage. Whereas I would have thought it would have helped you to focus, but perhaps does the opposite thing, makes you more excitable when you want to be relaxed. So
well, it's a feel game as well, isn't it? You know, pool's all about feel. And Naoyuki Oi is feeling good. He is on the hill. 10 racks to 5, just 1 away for booking his spot in tomorrow's semi-finals.
yeah, you're right, Carl. It's just sort of push the 3 to the side cushion and leave the cue ball exactly like you said, you know, saying before, to bump into the 4, which was the 6 before, and he's got cover behind the 9. So yes, experience there, knowing how to, again, you mentioned earlier with the speed was right to give himself the highest opportunity to leave the balls difficult. So he's not gone for the jump cue this time, probably because of the bridge hand, the 4 being in the way for his bridge hand. So he's looking to spin this off the side rail. I'm not sure he can get past the, yeah, it's tough doing that with the 4 ball there. and he maybe can't get to that side rail low enough to make contact with the 3. So it's coming off the bottom rail for a 2 cushion kick shot, I believe, and try and making it in the top corner. 1 cushion.
Stuck it up,
yeah.
John.
Yeah.
He has stuck it up. This is a chance for the match.
Yeah, I think he might have been trying to sneak it into the middle pocket rather than come 2 cushions and knock it up towards the corner. But yeah, this could be curtains. So Naoyuki just needs to hold his nerve here.
He's landed perfect on this ball. He can just roll through with right hand spin. Get on the other side of the 5.
Yeah, that's okay. You can just draw this with a little bit of reverse spin.
Under hit this ball.
Yeah, again, poked at it a bit. And no spin. I think the lack of spin was more the problem, that you don't see the cue ball spinning. If he'd had the reverse spin on it, it would have gone lower on the table. Actually, the pace was probably not too bad if he'd gone lower on it on the table, but yeah. Maybe seeing the winning line, just a little bit tentative, and should be no problem though, this one. Oh, and so often happens, isn't it, when you need that 1 shot to get out. That would have been match right there. He's perfectly on the last ball.
Finals, but what has Raga done there? An elementary mistake. All Naoyuki Oi can do is smile. He's through to the semi-finals.